Hey there YouTubers, it's Nicole aka Miss Writes Trends, and I am making this video to let you know about my hair and a review on the hair, and basically giving you some information about the last hairstyle I did. 1 second. If you haven't watched any of my other videos about my lip stains, this is the Revlon Color Stay Ultimate, and it's a liquid lipstick. It's a lip stain, it's a 2-in-1, so it's a lip stain and a moisturizer, and these have been my favorite to use. I bought a nude color. Not very happy with that one. It's not really nude on me. It looks kind of like a pale, it's a neutral color for basically a lighter skin. So for the neutral color, I actually wear I still wear the CoverGirl Instant Cocoa, I think it's what it's called. I'm not sure. I'm trying to make sure that I'm in the frame. Alright, so where do I start? I flipped my tongue ring. I flipped my lip ring so I could put my lipstick on. Okay, so my son's in the background playing, so that's, if you hear any yelling or fighting noises, that's what you're gonna hear. I mean, that's it. Dominic, go play. Alright, so did I post my last video about my hair? I'm not sure, I forgot. Girl, this is bothering me. I should have did it vertical, but it's okay. So the hair that I used was the Noir from the Janet collection. I used 2 packages. The darker color is 1, which is typically jet black, and I used a 27 for the lighter color. It's actually supposed to be more of a blondish looking color, like a dirty blonde, but it's actually more of a brown, a light brown color, like a honey color. So made a guide so I can stay on topic. Let's see, so I'm gonna talk about the hair first. When I first started braiding the hair in, okay, let me rewind, sorry. If you don't know, this is actually Latch hook Latch hook kinky twists. So what I did was I cornrowed my hair. I did half, so I did half cornrowed really small, and then I did the other half in a little bit bigger cornrows, and I incorporated 2 braids each for every 1 braid in the back. So I do have a bulk in the back, but it is covered by braids, so if I wanted to put my hair up I could, and you wouldn't be able to tell because there's braids latch hooked into the little bulk that I have back there of my real hair. So going back to the hair, as I started latch hooking it in, I was sitting here thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I don't like this hair. It's really dry looking, and also it just had no weight to it at all whatsoever. So I was kind of nervous because I thought that the hair would be lifeless and not have much movement to it, because it really didn't when you first started putting it in. Sorry, there was something else I had remembered to talk about, but I was just writing it down right now. So as I started putting the hair in more and more, I realized that, you know, it was getting more weight and it was looking a little more familiar as far as the kinky Marley hair texture is. Another thing that I noticed was that if you don't curl the ends right away, or seal the ends with hot water right away, then the braids come apart really easily. And I found it to be more so with the darker hair than I did with the lighter hair. The lighter hair stayed, like it could stay straight and you don't have to seal the ends, but the darker hair, like, it needed it. Even after I sealed the ends, as you could see right here, like with this one, it is coming out. I've sealed the ends. For some of them, I've actually done it twice. So it doesn't stay very well. I don't know if it's because I cut the hair and the ends are not staying because, you know, the hair was cut, and I don't know. But I mean, there are some that actually stayed and have no problem, but there are just others that are just still unraveling. So that's definitely a con with this hair. I found that the colored hair, as far as how the twists came out, they look better than the darker hair. So I think if I ever were to get this brand again, which I highly doubt, I would probably get like a colored hair, do my hair all this color, or like a burgundy, something that obviously has been colored, processed, or whatever. As far as the hairstyle goes, this is my first time doing latch hook crochet, or I hate saying crochet. This is my first time doing latch hook kinky twists. I've done single kinky twists before. I've done it a couple times, and as far as the whole process goes, this was actually a lot quicker than doing singles. I'm not a huge fan of singles. Ever since I was younger, they've been known to take my hair out. So this is actually less stress on my hair because, you know, it's not braided individually. One thing, I was watching YouTube videos, and, you know, as I was doing my makeup, there was one that popped up, and the lady said that it makes her hair look fuller because of her hair being thin, and that is so true. My hair is thin too, and if I were to do single kinky twists, I would have to use smaller portions of my hair to make it look fuller, and that's not good for my hair either. So this gave me the ability to use, I could still use smaller braids. It would take way less than half the time to do it. Dominic, go play out there. He's looking in the mirror. He's looking in my body mirror playing Power Rangers. So this gave me the ability to use smaller braids, and it looks fuller. I used half because I wanted shorter hair. It is still hot here. I live in Arizona, so it is very hot. It's still 95 and above here. So, and we're in August. This is August 2nd we're looking at, so we still have a couple more months of heat. But I may redo this hair in all color. Like, I think I might just do all this color next time, because I'm really in love with 27. So yeah, it definitely looks fuller. Less stress on my hair. I'm very happy about that. Timing, oh my gosh, I did this in record timing. This is more braids than I have ever had in my hair ever. And I've done kinky twists really long with this size braid, and it took me, I would say, about 3 days total. Now I usually lollygag, and I'm one of those lazy people that kind of stops and does other things. I eat and I watch movies, and I'm like, oh girl, like, no he didn't, and you know, I'm getting into my shows. I'm that person. So sorry, it does take me quite a bit longer because of that. And I would say with this hairstyle, braiding wise, it took me about it was about 7 hours over the course of 2 days. One of those days I could only braid 4 hours. I was so tired, and I actually had to go to work with my hair half done, but I made it work. As far as the timing goes altogether with, you know, curling and everything like that, I would say it was probably about 2.5 days. Whereas with my longer kinky twists that I did, that was over the course of 5 days. So yeah, so this was actually a lot quicker. Now I have seen people talk about the pre-braiding method, and there are actually packaged hair. There's actually packaged hair now that comes pre-braided, where you can actually latch hook the hair in already braided. My only concern with that is that if you don't latch hook it in properly, then the braids could slip out, and I didn't want that. So the way that I latch hooked my hair in is I took, making sure I'm in frame, I took the hair and I pulled it halfway through and then braided the hair over the braid. So it's on there. It's not gonna come off. Unless the hair unravels. That would be the worst case scenario, but I highly doubt it. It's just the ends that's giving me trouble that are unraveling, and I don't think it's gonna get past this right here. So and if not, you could always try to re-dip it and see if it'll seal that way. Again, some people take their edges out to braid and make it look a little bit more natural, like natural kinky twists, and I didn't want to do that. My edges are extremely damaged. I have alopecia, and I've been working on it with Jamaican black castor oil. I just need to be consistent with it. I have trouble with commitment. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm working on my edges. I'm a little embarrassed to show them right now, but I will probably take before and after pictures just so people could see the progress with it, because I have a really bad case. It's actually getting worse. With my last hairstyle, I had it cornrowed, and I did have latch hook hair in, and for some reason that took a toll on my hair, and my hair was just falling out. It doesn't help that I've been through a lot of stress and all that good stuff, but that's another video. So I'm working on that. So there's no way that I could braid single braids on my edges, because that would be horrific. So I just went ahead and I cornrowed my edges in as much as I could, and it worked out for the best. And this hairstyle is very, very good for that. Nice thick full braids, so I don't have to worry about my edges showing too much. The lady in the video that was talking about how full it looked, she had took her edges out, and she said that she doesn't like the ends showing. Well, I don't really have that problem. I pretty much took the braid, or took the kinky twist all the way as far as I could. And I mean, you could be the judge, but it doesn't look very bad to me, as far as the braids coming to the front part. I tried to pull them up as much as I could. I mean, put them furthest to the front as much as I could. As far as the pre-braid versus this version, as far as takedown goes, I do have a feeling, I assume that the takedown for the pre-braid method would be a lot easier, especially if you don't put too many knots in there, to knot the hair into the braid, into your cornrow. Go! Gosh. He's being so, like, he thinks that if he comes in here, he's gonna be on the camera, but he's not. He's, like, poking me in the butt with his sword and all that stuff. So, yeah. I want to try to conserve this hair, but to be honest with you, I probably won't, because the black hair, it already annoys me. So I already want to buy more hair. And that's kind of how I felt when I put the last hairstyle in. I knew as soon as I put it in that I was going to take it out. But because the blonde part, the honey brown part looks so good, I think I might try to leave it in as long as I can, like maybe a month or two. Until I can figure out what else I want to do. Because I really like this. Like, I either want to do a burgundy or a really, really red, or stick with this color. I love this color. I love this so much. I had it before, but I got it with Free Tress Appeal, the braid bulk hair, and I loved it then too. It was a little lighter than this though, but it just looks so pretty. Like, it just makes my makeup pop, and my color, my face, my skin tone, it just makes me pop. And I love this hair color on my skin. And I'm not even a big fan of blonde hair or light hair this color, but I love it. This is the third brand that I've tried with Kinky Twist, and I'm really thinking to myself that I actually might go back to Bobby Ross, which was the first hair that I bought. I don't like Bobby Ross at all. Other than the kinky hair, I really don't like Bobby Ross. It's very cheap. It's not soft at all, and even their bulk hair that you can use for latch hook is very it's almost as if it was like hairsprayed together, so it's hard to pull apart. It's just not good hair at all. But one product from them that I did enjoy was their kinky hair. So I may consider getting that again, just because it braided well and it stayed well. Even after I dipped it, it stayed pretty well. Not all of them curled, but after dipping my hair, it stayed. So that's all I cared about. I also tried Free Tress. That I kept, I did not dip that hair or seal it at all, and the hair stayed pretty well. It was straight, and I did not cut it, and I remember it being really soft also. That's one thing I loved about it. Just like with this hair, the black hair, I think I got it in 1B. It was harder to pull apart than the colored hair. The colored hair just pulled apart. It was like butter. It just fell apart. Which is a good thing if you're trying to portion it out, which I tried to do for the front ones. I didn't want to have big old bulky kinky twists hanging off of my edges, so I tried to make them a little smaller in the front, or get the smaller portions and put them in the front. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, please comment below. If there are any suggestions that you have, please put them in the comments, because it's always good to learn more and take in any new information that you can. Let's be open books and open-minded to accept any information that may come from someone else or something else. So on that note, I will talk to you guys later. Until next time.